I am chilly. Even though my heat's on, I just feel chilly. I just feel like cold air. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So, last year, at the end of the year, I got a whole bunch of these little wooden stars. I think that my table is screwing with the autofocus. Let me see. Let me see if I can change. See if I can fix that. I think it's the glare. Stupid thing. When I don't want you to come off, you do. Let's see. That work better, maybe? I don't know how to turn. Can you turn the autofocus off in StreamYard? Maybe. Let's see. I don't think I can turn it off. I don't think I can.
Are you on the video?
Yeah. So I bought these wooden stars last year at the end of the season. And I said, well, I bought a bunch of stuff because it was like on clearance. So I said, well, I'm just going to hold on to these until next year and figure out something to do with them. Well, I came up with an idea this morning. So I figured that I would try it. And I'm going to try a few different things. So we'll just keep them up. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do, these are from Dollar Tree. I have to make a haul of all the things that I've recently bought. These are just napkins, by the way, in case you didn't know. In case you didn't know what I was trying to open. Just a stinking napkin. All right. Basic, little snowflakes. Little snowflakes. So yeah, these wooden stars are really cute. I really like them. The only problem with the Dollar Tree napkins is, look at, that's all I get for snowflakes. But hey, they're $1.25. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Can't fix it. Let me turn the stream on my phone to see how it looks and stuff. Make sure I don't look all weird. Turn that down. I've been wanting to do a live stream for like a while, but it just seems to not work out. But here I am. I'm gonna do it. Like, if I could do that right there with the little snowflake over it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Got my pickle jar. Got my pickle jar of glue. Ooh. Oh, you know what? First, let me just share this out while nobody's really here. Oh, thanks for all the thumbs. I already got a whole bunch of thumbs. Thanks for all the thumbs, man. Let's see. Just sharing the stuff. I have someone who I'm making I'm making napkin papers for. So like I took some dictionary pages and I put some pretty floral napkins down on it. So I said, well, while I've got the glue and the napkins out, I might as well just do this.
I got a wrapper with napkins.
On the YouTubes.
Is anyone there?
Yeah, there's people watching.
I can't see them. It's me, Lily.
Stop jumping.
Why can't you see anyone talking?
Because nobody's talking.
Aww. But I want them to talk so I can say hi. How do you say hi? Aww.
I had to clean all of my die cuts up today. It was like a ton of die cuts. Okay, so we're gonna start with this in my pickle jar of glue. And I'm gonna kind of like do one snowflake, I guess. I'm gonna do, because these aren't very small snowflakes, so I can't really like have a whole blend of them on there. So see how fast this thing absorbs the glue. Hey, it's not. It's doing pretty good.
Why have you had some that would just go?
Well, some wood does when you're doing things with wood. Sometimes wood just soaks the glue right up. Okay, glue, napkin, napkin, and then I always do another very gentle layer of glue on top of that. It's really nice here today. It's like chilly, but it's really nice. So, I don't want to like let that dry. I want to rip it off of there. I'll put a couple more stars underneath, like maybe I could catch 2 snowflake pieces. Try that. And then we'll do some paint stuff because I want to experiment with painting on them and then putting a napkin. So we'll see. We'll see. So it's going to be a process, y'all. It's going to be a process. I hope everybody's weekend is going nice and swimmingly. Ours has been quite uneventful. We took a ride up into the mountains yesterday because they are doing some major construction up there. They have literally moved mountains. They have taken mountains right out to create a new road to replace the road that's there because trucks can't use it very well. It's a hazard for them because of the steep grade in some places. So they are rebuilding the road and they have actually moved entire mountains to do that, which I just thought was it just blows my mind every time we go by there. I just can't believe, I cannot believe the work they've done, and the machinery there is just, whew. I had made a whole bunch of video recording of it last year, but it really, I didn't even, there was no way to really capture it on video. So we're going to have to go up sometime when we can go slow and I can try and really get some, video footage because it is just wild what they're doing up there. It's really crazy. Excuse me. My plague has come back again 2 days after I'm off of antibiotics. So I have an appointment tomorrow. be put on something more powerful or longer lasting or whatever. All right, so that's with those napkins. So we're gonna just, I don't know, where am I gonna put these bad boys? I have to just scoot them to the side, I guess. Scoot, scoot. Woo. Okay, let's try and stack these up a little. There's supposed to be 100 stars. I didn't count them, but I'm assuming there's 100. I count everything I order now, though, because I really don't trust any of these companies. The only thing I haven't counted is the 1,200 jump rings that I just got. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to count 1,200 jump rings. That's just a lot of jump rings. I don't know where my glue rags. I don't know where my rags are. I'm gonna have to use a napkin. I'm gonna have to use the napkin poop. Okay, so I have like metallic that I'm thinking about doing on the edges of the stars, but for now I'm just doing some bases. So let's do white, since white is, you know, the whitest. I might have to find my tray, my little paint tray. Come on. This desk is nice, but it's not nice if you're a fluffy person like me, because then you have to like move the entire earth just to open the drawer. To like push myself back 10 feet. Oh boy. I might have some boogers because I've already got hard crusty things. Just kind of rip all that off. Crazy how crusty this stuff gets. Okay, let's do this. A wee bit of white. I did a whole bunch of die cuts, and I die cutted like a lot of my painty papers, my Christmas painty papers that I did, and it really got me in the mood to do more painty papers, especially red ones. I didn't have a lot of red ones, so some of the things like the ornament dies and the word dies, they look so cool when you die cut painty papers. I had like some nice wreaths I did with green painty paper, and I had some phrases, Merry Christmas and joy and stuff like that, and like these cheap ornament dies that I got from China, and they look awesome on painty paper, but I didn't have any good red ones, so we're gonna have to have a painty paper sesh with some red colors. But it's so much fun making your own colored paper instead of buying it. Unless it's paper you're going to write on. You can't really write on the painting papers that well. You can't really write on the acrylic. I don't know. Can you write on watercolor, though? Because I do watercolor, too, like on dictionary pages. I wonder if you could write on that any easier. If I did watercolor on blank pages instead of text pages, then you can use it as a colored writing sheet or drawing sheet. But yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that well with the acrylic paint. Unless you're using a paint pen. But, Sharpies and crayons. Well, you could do crayons, but Sharpies and markers and pens don't work that good with acrylic. The paint kind of kills the pens and markers pretty quickly. I'm just making a whole bunch of white ones. And then I don't think I'm going to put 2 coats on, only because I have, it's going to be napkins, so I don't think the amount of coats is going to really make a difference. It is going to be Thanksgiving here in the States this week, and I just took out my turkey. We named him Henry. Henry the bird Henry the Turk. So it's exciting. I'm excited. I always like Thanksgiving. I always like the cooking and the, you know, eating and just spending an entire day just vegging out and eating food. And I've made it a real priority that our holidays are kind of just relaxed and not these insane running around type things. So it's going to be quiet, cook, clean, eat, just enjoy each other and enjoy the day. So that's what I'm excited for. And I get excited too because my kids are out of school. So they'll be out Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I get them for 5 days. And I just love that. I just love that. I'll be doing Thanksgiving with my mom on Friday afternoon. And she needs me to move furniture for her. So that'll be a fun Thanksgiving. I'll get my workout in, burn off some of those calories that I eat. And then I usually make like a chicken and dumplings, but with the turkey. I usually make that over Thanksgiving weekend. And of course, pies. We're gonna load up on pies, and I gotta make my pies the day before because me and Lily eat pie for breakfast. Gotta have pie for breakfast. Pie is such an amazing breakfast. I might have to get another tub. I might have to get another can of whipped cream now that I think about it. I don't know how much is left in the can because Vera puts whipped cream on everything. I'm sorry, it's kind of boring just watching me paint white stars, but we'll do fun things, promise. Fun things are coming. Fun things are afoot. Let's see. They dry pretty quick because I'm not loading it on with like 4 gallons of paint. I'm sorry, I know like I'm cutting into other people's live stream time by just randomly coming on at this time, but when it strikes, I've got to just go with it. Got to just follow my soul when the timing and the stars line up. Haha, get it? When my stars line up that I can live stream, I got to run with it. So I'm sorry. Sorry to everybody who's streaming this afternoon. Stepping on all your toes. I don't mean it, I promise. I was thinking about doing some of them in red too. And green. So maybe we'll do a couple red and green ones. Because I took out this really bright red. I gotta replace some of my paints because like I'm on this bright red. This is it for this. And this is the only real bright red that I have. How am I gonna make red painty papers? I lied. I do have another really bright red, but it is really heavy bodied paint. For me, anyway, like I don't know, it might not actually be heavy bodied, but it's heavy bodied for what I do. What I'm used to. It's really heavy bodied, so I need to go get me some cheap paint. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out on the sales. When Hobby Lobby or those guys have their sales, like sometimes they have their paints for like 60 cents a bottle. And I mean, I can always go to Walmart too, and I'll check when I go to Walmart, but the Walmart that I go to just sucks. Just sucks. So if I end up at another Walmart, I'll check, but I'm just as likely to end up at Hobby Lobby as I am to end up at a Walmart. So that isn't the one that I usually go to, a different Walmart. Like sometimes I know Michael's has deals on their paint on occasion, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, and sometimes like I've gone to Joann's before and they've had a whole bunch of their paints on clearance for, you know, $1 for the good paint, not, because Apple Barrel, believe it or not, they also make a higher end craft paint. I have learned because I own some of it. Oh, you know where else I could go? The Creative Reuse store um, in Greensboro. I get a lot of new bottles of paint there too for less than $1. Like I've gotten some really cool good paints there. But wherever I end up, I've got to find some Like, I gotta get some bright red. I gotta get, I think, dark blue. I don't even remember. I gotta work on painting papers, and then I'll remember what colors I need. All right, I'll do 5 of the red. I don't like leaving paint on the tray. This is why I made so many white ones. And I've still got like a ton of white paint on there. All right, so I got red, and I got to really wash my brush because green and red, you know what that's going to do. This is like a Christmas tree green, I think, is what it was called. Try a dab of that. I'm going to need some more stars. Some more stars. Ooh, I'm chilly. Why isn't my heat? Oh, it's probably because I got the remote. I put the remote over here because the remote is the thermostat. So if I move the remote further away, maybe it'll blow some warm air my way. Oh, I should have Lily go get my big rag that I use for my paintbrush. I mean, I use it for everything, but it's really good for cleaning off your paintbrush, like just a big cotton t-shirt. And it's really dark in color, so it doesn't look dingy all the time. Not like it matters. It's a rag, you know? But sometimes I just don't want to look at it. Like, I use socks, too. Socks make awesome rags. In case you're in the market for rags, use some old cotton socks. They work terrific. I don't know how long it's going to take. Oh, they look like they're drying pretty good. So yeah, local girl got a hold of me about doing a project. She wants to do one of those nice where you stack the books up and you paint them, and then you put something nice on top of them. I don't know which child this is. Oh, okay. So she wanted some paper, and she was wondering if I had scrapbook paper, and she showed me the picture. I'm like, that's not scrapbook paper. That looks like napkin over book page. And I said, I can put some of those together for you. She said that would be great. So gonna do that. Hey, what?
I hate to tell you, but this thing popped out of this hole.
Why?
I was latching.
Why were you playing? Why was it outside?
I was playing with it.
Yeah, that's not what you should be doing with it. So put it back.
I gently used it though.
No, put it back. Who's banging on my door? Like, this green is like drying really fast. Sorry, my kids. I made a building so that I can make videos and live streams in peace. And as you can see, that so far has gone so well. I have to make a haul video, but I'm waiting because I have one more book sale to go to this week. So I'm not going to make the video. I'll do a couple of black too. We'll do just a couple of black. I'm not going to make the video till I got all the junk, all the crap, and then we'll do one video. Come on. This is like low. I don't even know if there's actually any. Oh, look, there is with a booger. We'll do some black and see if I can make the napkins look nice on the black paint. We'll do just a few black ones. Try to avoid the boogers. So yeah, I put a bunch of napkins on some book pages for her. See how that goes. See if they're what she would want. She was looking for something like French countryside themed, so I found some really nice, like, florally napkins. I got a lot of them from Christmas Tree Shop last year, and I'm really upset because Christmas Tree Shop is all done now. I used to love it. Hello. I'm sorry, Kim. I kind of went live when you were live because the timing just worked out for me. I didn't mean to hijack, man. I didn't mean to hijack your time. But if the timing works, I gotta roll with it. I just love the things you make, though, Kim. You do such awesome stuff. Those trees the other day, I gotta watch it again. I gotta watch it when I have my paints out so that I can follow along with what you do with the paints. And I was able to. This was like the stars lined up. My kids are only being half annoying today. Yeah, you do some awesome stuff. I love watching all your projects. And your little yes men are terrific. Okay, paint, paint, paint. And my white ones are gotta be all dry by now. These are wooden stars that I got from Amazon last year. They were like on clearance. So I got 100 stars. And I don't remember how much I paid, but it was like, some small amount. And I tried to find some napkins, some of my Christmas napkins that were kind of, smaller patterns.
I'm not really a eating person. Which one do you want to show back in? This one or the other one?
Gotta save the napkin poop. They are. And what makes them even better is that you don't even do anything, and then all of a sudden they're just bobbing their heads. Like you didn't even touch them or move or anything, and they're just yeah. Yes. I love them. I love the yes men. I guess we'll try gluing these. Let's see. Is there any black left? I don't want to glue black paint. A little bit.
Remember, she's a bodyguard.
And when you call them yes men, like that's all I see when they're bobbing their heads. Yes. And you can't see me right now, but I'm bobbing my head. Oh, they're awesome. What a cool idea. I like those little dudes. My children, they slam the door all the time, so I'm used to it now. I'm used to the slamming. The other day, my youngest comes up to this door on her bike, and she like rings her little bell on the bike, like bring, 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 bring. I'm like, oh yeah. Let's see. This here, maybe? How's little man feeling, Stephanie? I hope his belly's feeling better. Mine's been bothering me today. Nothing's worse, though, than stomach when you're sick. Stomach problems. Ugh. It's the worst. I'm going to try doing a red one on here, too. With, like, some green leaves. Some, like, little holly bits. I don't know what that big stringy glue is all about. Do it off the napkin so I don't glue myself to the napkin. I'm so glad I finally have an appointment with my primary doctor tomorrow to get put on another antibiotic. After I just got done with an antibiotic. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. That's good. Now they have stuff to give you for anti-nausea. They never had anything like that. It was like, oh, well, just puke it out and you'll be fine. We never had anything. They never gave us anything for like anti-nausea. They're like, yeah, well, you're just going to have to live with it. You're just going to have to live with it. Just going to have to be puking for a few days. Let's see. I'm trying to find where I can try one of these green ones. Maybe we'll try over here with these little star things. I don't even have a heat gun out here. I sold my heat gun. Why'd you do that, Malia? I don't know why. No, it's because I'm looking for a certain kind of heat gun. And that one it didn't have variable temperatures. It was just one temperature, one speed, and I didn't like that. I did not like it. For whatever that's worth, I don't know what that's going to look like. How many is he on break now? Is he out of school for Thanksgiving now? My girl's got to go for 2 days. Which I don't really care because then they get out early in June, but 2 days, it's like, what the hell are you going to accomplish in 2 days? What are you actually going to do in 2 days? That I got like so many cool napkins. I have a whole bunch of napkin packs too that I put up in my Etsy store. Christmas napkins, and they have most of these except for the ones I just bought at Dollar Tree. Yeah, 2 days. We have 2 days too. I remember when I was in school, we used to have 2 days, and then Wednesday would be a half a day. And there used to be a Kentucky Fried Chicken across the street from my middle school, and we would go to KFC. There would be like, dozens of us go to KFC afterwards. It was a big, big thing, big tradition to do that. And then they tore the KFC down and built a pharmacy instead. It's pretty disappointing. But yeah, we used to have fun going to KFC. Now, I have these napkins too that I also got from Christmas Tree Shop last year. They're like stars. I don't know how they'd look on the white. They might look best on just the natural wood. Three full days? Whew. You're a trooper. 3 days. No, it was fun because that was the only time of year that we had a half a day. That was the only day. When I was little, we'd have half days all the time, but then when I got older, they stopped it. And it was only Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving, that was it. And I think the last day of school, too, was a half a day. But other than that, and like for the kids, they have the day before Christmas break and the last day of school. Those are the half days that they get. And it's fun, like the day before Christmas break, they get to watch movies and they go to school in their pajamas, and it's just cute, It's just cute and fun. Their school is it's really an awesome school. I'm really grateful that they go to such a good school where, people care. You're going to run around for 5,000 hours? They're so funny. I was tearing apart pallets this morning, so my freaking shoulders are killing me. They're the pallets that, the wood that I'm using for my ceiling on the other side of this building. So next week it's going to cool off, so we're going to be working in here more. Like some people I've seen put their sheds up and then a few months later they're in it, but I've had my shed almost a year and I'm still not done. And the reason for that is I have a lot to do besides just this shed. We're still, our house needs a lot of work and vehicles and tractors, and there's lots to do outside. And in the summer, it was a lot of gardening, and, it's, it's not easy when you have 7,000 irons in the fire. But my husband's thinking about possibly getting a new tractor, like new, and selling these ones. They've served us very well, and they don't owe us anything, but they are a lot of work to maintain the older tractors, so maybe he'll think about the new one, especially since the price has already dropped on it from Rural King. I know they have Rural Kings in other part of the country, but I don't know where. But they have one up here in Virginia. Some of the wood ones, some of the natural ones. So they have one up here in Virginia, and forgot what I was going to say. And we go there all the time. We get stuff there all the time. We're, when we had our chickens, they had a lot of chicken stuff, and I'll get my cat food whenever I'm out that way. I'll pick up my cat food there, and it's just a farm store, but it's more than that. They have automotive stuff. They have guns. You could buy a gun there if you wanted. If you're feeling gunny. I mean, we can't because they won't switch it between the states at Rural King. They stopped.
After she was finished,
They put a stop to interstate transferring. But I do buy ammo there, so that's one thing. That's one plus side. Can buy my ammo and my cat food at the same time. My paper's got too much glue. Lots and lots of glue. I do the glue on top because it really does make a difference with the coating. It really binds the napkin to the surface of whatever you're painting. And especially like when you're doing it on paper, it really turns it all into one sheet of paper. I will use glue sticks and stuff in my own journals and work. Like I have no problem at all just slapping a napkin down with a glue stick, but it doesn't create the same kind of binding effect as if you used wet glue underneath and wet glue on top. Well, it's very slow going, Kim. It's not, you're not going to miss much. You could probably go have dinner and come back, and I'll still just be gluing. I'll just still be gluing napkins here. I gotta get my little sanding block and try and get the first ones I did off of the. Try and get them off the napkin and see if it'll. See how they look. Ah! Just fell face first. No! That one sucked up a lot of glue. And I'm going to drill holes in these too. I'm going to get my little drill bits and drill holes and put little ribbons, and they'll be cute little ornaments. My husband said I should do both sides of the stars, so I'll do one side with you guys, and then later, when everything's really dry, we'll get the other sides done. I mean, I don't think they need to be double-sided, but I guess like if I'm making Christmas tree ornaments, they should be. Even though a lot of Christmas tree ornaments that are not double-sided, just saying. Just saying. Put another black one. I like how the black looks. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's cool, I promise. Once they are dry, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. My live sale next month is going to be kind of a short one because we're going to Disney on Ice that day. Oh, what was I on when I agreed to that? I don't know what I was on. We went once and it was nice, but it was long and tiring. It's tiring. And my kids want to buy the cheapo light up things, and the cheapest thing they've got is $35. And I can't justify paying that for a light up toy that's going to be broken, before the weekend is over. Oh, so I'm going to have to just warn them in advance, like, listen, you're going to see some light up toys. And no, we will not buy them. Just going to have to give a fair warning. Right, Lil? I don't know what they're doing. Like, that's what we did the last time, and it was just so many kids, and they are junk. I mean, they're garbage. Shame on Disney. Shame on Disney for charging the prices that they charge for this crap. We went to one a few years ago, and it was like Mickey's Road Rally, and it had all the Disney characters, like, from Toy Story and Mickey Mouse, and they had Frozen and all the characters. Hey, close that door. Freaking cold. Kids just leave my door open like a barn. They leave the lights on everywhere they go too. But that's okay, because I do too. My husband gets so mad. Does anyone shut the lights off in this house? Nope. Especially not now that they're LEDs. I mean, it only costs like 4 cents a month to leave a light on 24 hours a day. Although that has to be kind of a lie, because we use our electric bill is high sometimes. I'm like, why the hell is this so high? Okay, now I gotta find a place for this. Move the pickle jar. Move some paints. Do some paint scooting. How are my red ones? Oh, my red ones are almost dry. Yeah. Move this paint. Grab the red napkin. Move. Actually, this, I'm going to try and pick it up like so. And flop it down like such. And move this. Let that all dry. I gotta see if I got my nail file in here. Let's see. I have to like really suck it in to open these drawers up. I do. You might want to wet it a little bit so I can take it off, but I also don't want to wet it because I don't want it to be wet. You know what I mean? No, it's not ripping in the right place. I'm gonna have to just dab it with a little touch of water. And tear it apart. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, make sure you save as much of the napkin as you can. Why? I paid $1.25. I got like 100 of these napkins. Just rip it off the best way you can. Jiminy crickets. I had to, when I tried to get like some of my napkins out of the big bin, it's almost a really bad Craft-A-Lanch, and I was almost Craft-A-Lanched with it. I had a whole bunch of bins like start to slide down. Some of my napkins fell to the floor. It's like, oh boy. Big box of books. I had to like stop it with my shoulder. Yeah, I'm like, chill. I'm like, I have to stop myself sometimes. I have to stop myself from being so save all the bits. You know, it's a problem, like it's a sickness. You know, because I do it even with paint, like use as little as you can. You know, don't glob it on, use a little bit. You know. So, yeah. Come on. Nice. There we go. Save all the bits. I just can't. You just can't save them all. You just can't do it. What the hell? Somebody with a table saw pulling over in my yard. Table saw in a trailer. Something must have loosened up, is going to be my guess. Gotta tighten it up, I guess. Yeah, me too. I feel like, you know. What? I know.
What are they doing?
They're checking the table saw that they have on the trailer. Like, Kim, I just did a whole bunch of die cutting, and I saved all the negatives. And I already have boxes of die cut negatives. Like, why did I save these? You know, some of them I'm like, oh, I'll use it on the gel plate. But I've yet to use any of them on the gel plate. Okay. I've yet to try and use them for a stencil. Okay. I haven't tried that. Sometimes I glue them to things, but you have so many, you know. I do too, and that's why I save them all. But I just, you know, when I die cut, it's in like I die cut in bulk. I just spent 3 days die cutting. So I'm going to have to start using them on the jelly plate. Like, I'm going to have to just start doing it. Oh yeah, doodling too. What happened? I wonder if something fell off of this guy's trailer, because they're just kind of like looking down the road. Like, oh man. Or maybe this guy just stole it. He's like 80. Maybe he just stole it. I know. It's like I get on a spree of die cutting and I just don't stop. The only reason I stopped was because this girl asked me about this paper, so I said, well, I might as well do a bunch of napkin things today. Or I would have been die cutting today too. Because I just go on a spree, you know, and I just keep die cutting. I have a ton of die cuts. I mean, that's why I sell them too, because I make so many. And like, I have this poinsettia die, so I actually used it for the first time yesterday. I have no idea how long I've had it. And I'm going to try and make the actual little flowers and see what they look like. Maybe if I put them on the card, maybe if I put them on like Christmas cards or something, or sent them inside of Christmas cards for people to use. I don't know. Because I like to send little paper bits with my Christmas cards sometimes. What the hell is happening with this guy? He's unstrapping the table saw. Maybe he's going to leave it. Maybe he's going to leave it for me in my yard. He's going to leave me a table saw. That looks like really cool. Right? Excuse me, y'all. I don't need to just cough in your head like that. Get a little more violent with the sanding, though, because it takes too long. I do admit, I like my cheap Dollar Tree napkins. They work good for stuff like this. They have like some cute little snowman ones too, but I know I won't use those. I just know myself. I like the patterns and the flowers. Oh, the wife's getting back in the truck. Oh no, she's getting her purse maybe, or a phone. I don't know what she's doing. They probably just stole it. It's like these 80-year-old couple. They just stole this table saw, and they're stopping to check it out, make sure that it's, was worth stealing. The old lady's like all limping and hobbling. I'll bet you that's what it is. They be thieving. Thanks, Kim. Napkins, like, they really make everything better. You can really make a work of art with a frickin' napkin. Look at that. Look at that stinking thing. Yeah, they do. The only thing I don't like about the Dollar Tree napkins, though, is that usually you only get one or two sides, and then the other side is just, oh, now they're leaving. Must have checked out. I think they must have checked out. That's the only thing I don't like about them. They're usually they jip you. Ain't no four sides on that napkin. Although, like, I get vintage napkins. I get a lot of vintage napkin packs when I'm out thrifting. And the vintage ones, most of the little rectangles or the little squares, they only have one side, one image. No, I definitely get cheap paper plates, but my toilet paper I use Scott tissue. My paper towels, though, I use Sam's Club brand, and they're really good. They're just as good as Bounty, and it's literally a fraction of the price. I don't know what they cost now, but the last time I ordered them, it was like 36 rolls for $27 or something. So, yeah, the Sam's Club is definitely the way to go. Now, I got gold and silver, and we are going to try a little experimente, since this is Experiment Sunday in my shop. Yeah, check the print. Make sure. I kind of wanted it to be like a sloppy looking goldish border on it. Like kind of sloppy. You can do this with those little rounds too. Those wooden rounds with the live edge on them. You can do that with. Ooh, don't you be falling into my scrappy pieces. I felt so bad because one time I did a napkin swap with somebody, and she sent me such gorgeous napkins, and a couple of the ones that I sent were the Dollar Tree ones that I didn't realize, and she got so upset. She was so upset about my napkins. I said, I'll send you more. She's like, no, I don't want you to send more. I'm like, well, then shut up. What are you bitching for? You're just a bitch? If you want me to fix it, I'll fix it. I didn't realize that they were that crappy nappies. Oh, it looks really nice with the little gold border. I'll show you up close in a second. I'll show you. And like when you do it with the finger, the brush bristles don't, spread it out too far. Fix my little point. I like it. Even though I should have done both sides of this before I did this, but I just really wanted to see how it would look. Lucky. With the little border. Love it. Like the gold on my little napkin here. I'll do one with a black, because I got some black paint left here too. Oh, they're fully printed? Good. You lucked out, girl. You lucked out. No, not yet. But I have before. Lily's like, why'd you lose all your luck? It'll happen. Don't worry. I'll lose it. I'll lose my luck before the day is through. I have 2 doctor's appointments tomorrow, and then I have to take my kids for their flu shots tomorrow, so I'm like going to be in doctor's offices all day.
Why do we have to do it tomorrow?
Because you haven't done it yet, and it's already late enough in the season. Lay down, little napkin scrap. Dollar Tree, the best napkins I ever had gotten from the Dollar Tree were these summertime napkins. They were shaped like and decorated like ice cream cones. And they had all different ice cream prints. Those are my favorite Dollar Tree napkins. I don't even think I have any left. I'm pretty sure I used and swapped all of them because they were just so cool. That one has a little black border, and it's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of see a little bit of a shadow. So, like the black. Then maybe we'll try silver on this one. We'll do a little drop of silver. Oh, I hate these stinking crusties. Oh, someone's paying someone $50,000. Whoop, look at that. Oh, Lily's saying her phone has a printer on it. Imagine how cool that would be. If your phone had a printer. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing because I had to try and get in a little crack there. I will say that vintage napkins are awesome. Some of the prints on those vintage napkins, they are just, and they're totally different quality. Like when you're using them on something that just totally doesn't rip as easy, you know? Just like everything vintage, it's much better. And that is the little silver border. Love it. Love it. Now I don't know if I want to do both sides because I'm going to mess up my borders. So I'm going to have to do another border. And I kind of just like want to play with them. Like, just want to play. Those ones are still a little wet, but we'll get the process started so that I can move these guys back here. Scoot. 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 Yeah, these are still kind of wet. Still a little bit wet. Yeah, kind of ripping it. I also wanted to, while I let these dry, I'm going to have to move my naps so that I can do this. I'm going to have to scoot this over because this just got to dry a little bit better. Soak my paintbrushes for a second. Move my pickle jar lid. Scoot. I also have these really old hymnal pages that are from the early 1900s, 1920, 1902. These are old. So I also wanted to do some in hymnal music with the old print and the old paper. And it's just gonna be awesome. Get that out of my way. Let's see. Like this is really, really, lots and lots of music. So I'm gonna do that. And of course, I got dictionary paper too, because I use dictionary paper for everything. That's what you do for. Oh, I like when I'm listening to my kids when they're playing, because they're crazy little people. Smush that in. Dollar Tree has cool little shapes too, like this, if you wanted to do some of these. I'm sure Dollarama does too. These wooden, seems to be the thing now. The little wooden shapes. I got a ton. I got a ton of like different ones from the Dollar Tree over the last few years, because I've always got like these big hopes of doing things on them, and then I don't. So I'm kind of glad I've started this. Maybe it'll light a fire under my ass to do the other ones too, with something cool. Or even just painting him. Maybe me and the kids will just paint him. Shut that door! Freaking cold! Share the meeting. I gotta build a sign so that when I'm recording or making a live video or something, everybody will know to shut their yappers. Live stream in progress. Live stream in progress. Live stream in progress, so shut your yapper flapper. I've been doing a ton of fussy cutting of Christmas pictures for all the fun Christmas stuff. Like, I haven't been feeling good, and I've had some situations, but I'm still crafting and doing what I can. It's nice to be out here and be able to do stuff. I ain't gonna be able to fit another one. No, not unless I scoot, 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 scoot. Yeah, I could put one more. Maybe even two. Maybe I could even squeeze in two. I've been trying to stay, creative. Keep doing things a little bit, little bits here and there. But I don't know about where you gals live, but out here, everybody is sick. We were talking about it at the school the other day for their little Thanksgiving lunch that they have the parents come to. And Brian couldn't go because he's got pneumonia. So I went, and everybody there was talking about how sick they've been. All fall. Like, it's just been horrible, horrible with illness. Horrible. And I know we're not the only ones. I've been seeing it on the news everywhere. These have got to dry good. Let me smush them down so my points get all stuckied. Oh, I've been dying to find a good book. I've been dying to read. I just picked up a book about Appalachian storytelling, and I'm excited to start that. Seeing as how I live right next to the Appalachian Mountains. I'm excited to try that. And I've been reading Outlander now for about 4 years, on and off. So I could always pick that back up. And I've got, I bought a bunch of books that sound really good. I got one about Billy the Kid. I'm excited to read that. I like historical stuff. We have had a lot of COVID too. It's been really running rampant. And I saw a thing on the news too about Canada, a lot of COVID in Canada, that it's back to like pandemic levels. And the flu now is starting up. They had a thing about how the numbers of cases of flu hospitalizations around here is going up. Oh, I love fluff too. I love fluff too. I like just happy stuff, you know. I like my fluffy reading. I know. I don't even want to go. Like, we haven't really gone many places. I don't want to go anywhere. And with Brian and pneumonia, he don't want to go anywhere. Like, the only thing we have is the kids. They'll bring it home. They'll bring home the crap from school. Every single kid's got a sniffle. Every single kid's got a cough. The other day, there were kids puking in the hallway, I guess. It's like, oh my God. It's that time of year. I really want to do audiobooks and I can rent them from my library. Maybe I'll start renting some from my library. Yeah, they really are. I think that's why I just can't get better because they just keep reinfecting me with all of their kid cooties. Like poor Brian with the frickin' pneumonia. And he ain't one to sit, and he's pretty much been sitting for 2 weeks. He's been laying down for 2 weeks. Really? I'll have to check on YouTube. Because I'm signed up to get them from my library. I just haven't looked through what they had. I've gotten one or two, I think, that were ones I had been looking for, and I listened to those, but I listen to podcasts too, like The Moth. The Moth has some really good stories. I listened to that a lot while I was cleaning up in here. Oh yeah. I bet you they have the audiobooks. Because I mean, I know Amazon has their Audible. I just can't do $15 a month. I'm already doing $10 a month for their music, plus, $100 a year or whatever, $140 a year now for their Prime membership. I just can't add another freaking subscription. I just signed up for Walmart Plus, and with that, I get Paramount Plus for free, which is something I was paying for, you know? And I mean, I know Audible's like, got some great stuff and everybody talks about how they have Audible, but I just can't do that. It's just not in the cards for me. Maybe when I hit the lottery, I'll sign up for all the subscription services, but that ain't today. I'm gonna tell you right now. Today I'm broke as a joke. Someday maybe I'll hit the lottery, but I gotta play the lottery first. I don't really play it. Maybe I'll do the backs of these, like glue them all and then glue a sheet of paper to the backs. That's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna do the YouTube Premium only for the downloading factor, because then I can download all my videos so that I have a backup. I was thinking about signing up. I think it's more expensive here though, a month. I think it costs more, but you get movies and stuff too. There's other stuff involved, isn't there? With the YouTube Premium, you get more things. If I did that and got the music for free, that would be worth it. The Amazon is fine, don't get me wrong. I mean, I use it. Yeah, like, and then you get this time of year, Christmas, some car insurance is due, and I forgot to pay my cable bill, my internet bill last month. Yeah, the ads. I know that's a, you know, that's a real deciding factor too, because some of these ads, man, they're getting ballsy. 45-minute long, hour-long ads. They're on drugs. And they wait for someone like me who's standing up on a ladder, then they put an ad on so I can't get down and turn it to the next, hit skip. They're out there for the people like me who can't reach my phone at the time. Just play these freaking long ads about gut health or something. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like my mom shares her Prime with my brother for the same thing. Like he can have two or three people or something. I don't share mine with anyone. Mainly because we all use it in my house, so it's only a matter of time before everybody's out of my house and then have to stop and oh, my kids are screaming at each other. And they'll be someplace else using it, so all right, got all these glued. Now let's put the piece of paper down. Then I'll have both sides done. It's like a star sandwich. Then they've just got to dry. Just gotta dry. I like this side. There's lots of music. Oh, ads in the middle of everything. And then like I don't know how it works. Like I'm not. What happened? I don't know how it works. Like when you're monetized, if you can choose how many ads show up in your video. But man, there are some crafters I watch that are no, a little bit. Yeah.
Blood red?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be. Here. It's gonna come out. Close your nose and hold your head up like this.
Like close both nostrils?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Dry air. Yeah. Like some crafters put 4,000 ads. Like I don't know if it's them or if it's YouTube or what, but like every 2 minutes there's an ad and there's an ad and there's an ad. And I just can't watch. It just gets old. I just shut it off, But, that sounds worth it. Because I watch YouTube. I mean, I watch YouTube more than pretty much anything else. And Stephanie was telling me about some of the movies they have. They have some movies are on YouTube, which is cool too. And like this time of year, they had those old, freeze frame Rudolph and Santa Claus is coming to town and Little Drummer Boy. They have those on YouTube. But the ads, it's like 75,000 freaking ads, With all the musics. Yeah, I'm gonna have to seriously think about it. Yeah, I mean, we love YouTube. We have learned so much crap from freaking YouTube, I'll tell you. There we go. Got 2 star sandwiches, and now these ones are pretty dry that I can actually take them off and then glue the backs. Do the backs of these ones. Oh, my kids are screaming at each other. They've always just got to be a pain in each other's ass all the time. And like Brian, he watches those YouTube shorts all day. He just loves those freaking shorts. I usually have crafters on, or I'm usually watching something a little more depth to it than a 15-second video of some guy crashing a boat. whatever the hell it is that he's watching. A lot of his gross political stuff. I just can't do that. But, like I watch PBS NewsHour on there, on YouTube. There's a lot. There's a lot of things. A lot of channels. I have some, I follow some documentary makers who do documentaries of people that live in, really cool places around the world. A lot of people who live off the grid and stuff. It's really cool. I like videos like that. I got into watching those guys who do, who go through abandoned buildings, but they become so commercialized. And then, they're going around in a room and they spend 45 minutes looking at a grate on the wall, Oh yeah, dance videos too. Dance videos are fun. Yeah, you can get really fat watching cooking videos on YouTube. We have made some really yummy things from YouTube videos. Yeah, I like junk too. I like junk. But I try and watch things that'll inspire me or keep me, that'll interest me in trying something new or doing something. But sometimes I have a hard time finding anything worth watching, But the audiobooks thing is a cool idea. Cool idea. Because, there's a lot of times, when I'm in here and I can't look up, I can't watch something, but I want to hear something and hear a story or something, And I listen to the Moth podcast, which is really, there are some wonderful stories on there. There are some real stupid ones too, don't get me wrong, but there are some really great stories on that podcast. And that's what I've listened to for the most part while I've been organizing in here. That, and I've been talking to Shelly. Shelly and I will stay on the phone all afternoon while I'm cleaning and organizing. Just talking about whatever. We talk about crafting. Yeah, I actually got into one of this couple that were talking about, art as a business and stuff. And I was watching their podcast, and it was pretty neat. It was pretty neat because it's it's almost like you're part of the conversation. Then you can see them. Yeah, you just have someone that you can just, and that's her and I. It doesn't matter the time of day or what, there's not a whole lot of people in this world that I feel like I can call at any time and not be a burden to. So when you get one friend like that you can pick up the phone and call them whenever you want, hold on to them, because it's a rare thing to, and the thing is they don't act like they always enjoy talking to you. They don't act like you're a pain, you're a pain in their ass, or they don't want to talk. They'll simply just say, hey, I can't talk, I'll call you later. Just, it's good to have a friend like that. These are awesome. Oh, screaming kids again. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out here much at all tomorrow. Well, I'm going to have to just to ship things, I guess. Yeah, anything. I can't tell you how many times I say to her, I can only talk to you about this stuff. I can only say this to you. People who just get it, that they just get it. People who don't judge, I've had friends that it's I feel like I have to constantly be, a certain way because that's how they want you to be, and in a perfect world, I guess, maybe, but Not in my world. My world is very much imperfect. Oh, I love these. I'm gonna do the backs of these too, though. I'm not gonna paint the backs. You know, you don't gotta paint every single frickin' back. You know, even if it's just one side painted, but both sides look beautiful, it's fine with me. Fine by me. And, you know, I don't mind doing this. It's actually kind of relaxing. It's very satisfying to see them done, what they look like. It's very satisfying. Yeah, I could definitely picture you being that kind of a friend, Kim, who just doesn't you're just like, "Oh yeah, you know, you don't judge anyone." You know, someone says, "Oh, hey, I'm thinking tomorrow of jumping off a bridge naked." You'd be like, "You know, you go for it. That sounds totally fine. You have a great time." Yeah, most of my friends that was like that, I don't even talk to them anymore. You know, just kind of, you know, it's not worth it because you can't feel like yourself. Yeah, I would love company. I don't know how much longer I'll be on for right now because, you know, at any given moment, I might have to go feed a little person. You just never know. Yeah, yeah, I can't. I can't. I can't do it, you know. Look up where? I see my ceiling, the lights shining in my eyeballs. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Look up in chat. Oh, about the video part of the podcast? Yeah. I'm excited to watch the Christmas movies for free. You know, they used to have the Charlie Browns too before they got rid of before they got rid of they sold it all to Apple TV. All right, let me see. Let me look up. Just look up. Oh, well, if we're going to jump off the bridge naked together, that would be a wonderful time. We could have a party. But I just totally picture you being that person that's like, "Oh, you know, you do whatever you think you got to do." You know? That's if that's what makes you happy, then you just go for it. Don't get cold. Bring a pair of pants just in case. It'll be a party, jumping off bridges naked. Are you girls cold? Why? It's like cold out. Not as cold as Kim though. Kim's probably freezing. Up there in Canada land.
Can I have another tissue because my nose is like bleeding nonstop?
Is it still?
Yeah.
Grab one of my napkin poops. You got one?
I blew out. I was like,
Yeah, the dry air will. My brother used to get bloody noses so bad when he was a kid. He used to get them so bad. He used to get them so bad, like in the mornings before school, that I would have to get him dressed for school because he couldn't take the tissue away from his face. or else you'd be pouring blood all over the place. What did I do with my red neck? Oh, this one. Should just. Yeah, our weather has been really bizarre. We haven't had any rain. Like, it's been so dry. So dry. And then this week, now mysteriously, like on Tuesday or Wednesday, we're expecting like an inch of rain, you know. We haven't had rain in 4 or 5 weeks, but now all of a sudden, because we haven't had rain in so long, there are wildfires, and there's one on the mountain near us. There's a handful of mountains, so there's one near us on one of the mountains called Saratown Mountain, and they have to actually send out calls to tell people to stay away from the area because they're hampering the process of the firefighting efforts. I'm like, did they really have to make that phone call? We got a code red phone call today from the county about staying out of the area because people are going there and frickin' taking pictures and shit of, the fire. Are you serious? Like, it just blows my mind. Oh, maybe it's part of the same storm. I'm sure Stephanie's going to get it too. She's probably in the path of the rain going sweeping across the nation, the storms. There's a lot of times though this time of year they get wildfires on some mountains nearby somewhere. But there've been a lot in these last few weeks nearby, which is scary. Yeah, so the rain you're getting tomorrow, we're supposed to get like tomorrow night into Tuesday into Wednesday, I think. Rain, rain. We need it so bad. So bad. Oh, more screaming coming from my children. More screaming. Woohoo! So that much work to do both sides of these, I guess. It works, I really like how they come out, though. These ones are finally dry. This giant napkin. Kids are talking about pancakes. I didn't even see it. I didn't see it. The last comment that I saw from you was about, when we were talking about the free movies and podcasts on the YouTubes. And something funny too is you had messaged me about leaving a comment on one of my videos, and the video said it had 2 comments, but it only showed 1. And I'm like, I wonder if it is Stephanie's. I wonder if this is the video that she commented on, and I can't, and it doesn't show the freaking comment. I wonder why. YouTube just. I promise. I didn't delete it. My hands haven't been over there. The sort button? Oh, maybe I'll have to look on the YouTube app, because I looked through the creator app, the YouTube creators app. Maybe if I look through the actual YouTube app and go to my actual videos and read the comments, maybe it would show them all. But I had someone who I would leave her comments on her videos, and she never got them. She never saw the comments. Like I'm like, oh hey, did you try my idea that I left you in a comment? She's like, I didn't see a comment from you. I'm like, it's there, man. I promise. So weird. I blame the tubes. They spend so much time trying to make the internet better, and they just screw things up. I'll have to try that when I have a device available, since I've got video and chat on going on all of them. Maybe I can. Now I'm streaming right now through my laptop with my webcam, and I have to do it through StreamYard. I can't do it through YouTube. I can't stream through YouTube. It won't recognize my webcam. I don't know why. Yeah, like it's just, you know, buggy, I guess. Just acting like an idiot. Just an idiot YouTubes. Idiot tubes. There aren't a whole lot of things on YouTube I watch that are not craft related. Mostly what I watch is craft related. I've watched some documentaries and I've, followed some documentary things because I like documentaries like about ancient civilizations and different parts of the world. But some of them are really bad, and you get kind of tired of trying to find a good one and having to start 6 or 7 bad documentaries to find one good one. But I do get like the History Channel stuff on here, and some of the stuff that they show is really cool. I get like some of the Smithsonian stuff on YouTube. That's some of that stuff's really cool. It is like cold. These girls didn't close my door or something. It's just freaking cold. That's it. Oh no, I got one more. Thanksgivings are kind of strange in our house now. Ever since my neighbor died, he died in like 2020. I say this just because a truck just drove by that looked like his little truck. And he used to come up on Thanksgiving night every year. And him and Brian, he'd come up, he might have a slice of pie or something. We'd all just sit around the table. He would sit, him and Brian would talk about things, and they would watch things on YouTube on my TV. And because, James never watched YouTube. He was like, he died. When he died, he was 94. So he never watched YouTube or anything like that. So it was fascinating to him to see farming practices in different parts of the country and the machinery that they use and stuff. He didn't have that capability. He still just has a little TV. And I don't even think he had cable. I think he had like, basic channels, So it is hard. We do miss James, miss Grandpa James. My throat has been so dry today. My new cup that I got from Walmart. I love the color. Rose pink. And I'm not a real pink person, but this is really a nice pink. My phone's about to die, so I'm just gonna shut that off. Sorry, this was like kind of boring. I promise it gets better. It's just you might not see it because we have to wait for glue to dry, I'll show them on my Instagrams and my Facebooks, and I'll show pictures on my community tab on the YouTubes. On the YouTubes. Like this one would look good with some gold splatter on it because it's like the black stars on top of the black paint. Thanks, girl. I just feel like this stuff is just boring. My my nail file is running out of sand. I have videos made that I have to just do voiceovers on because I made them when I wasn't feeling good. So like every time I talked, I would cough. So I just have to do voiceovers and get them up. I just feel bad. I haven't made a lot of videos lately because I've just been freaking hacking my brains out. Oh, I'm so glad for a short school week. It's so weird to live in a time that you have to, that you're excited to have your kids home in case somebody goes and decides to shoot up their school. Oh, I love my eyeliner pencils. You know, I went to Dollar Tree the other day. Granted, they were pretty. I don't know what happened. Something happened at that Dollar Tree because it used to be one of the best ones, and it was really poorly stocked. Um, so I went there the other day, and I looked in their makeup section. They didn't have eyeshadow or nothing. The only thing they had were the eyebrow pencils. That was it. I was like, wow, this is kind of a, shitty assortment of cosmetics. Just really a bummer. Like all these stores are, they start off really good, really strong, and then they just kind of stop caring.
No, put the hooks right. Put one hook right.
Like Dollar General near me, it's like a fire hazard to walk through there. There's boxes. Some aisles you can't even get down because it's just filled with boxes. And they've started putting fresh stuff, so you can go there and get some fruit and bananas and onions and whatever, potatoes and carrots and celery, just some basic produce, and they're empty. They're empty. Like their fresh food section has been empty now for like a couple of months. And I rarely go in there. I've probably been in there 3 times in the last couple of months, and it's been empty each time. Yeah, they must not know what they're gonna get. And there's so much. Like each store has so much different stuff. Even the holiday stuff. Like I went to this Dollar Tree the other day, and they had a lot of the big, like those big decorations that are like made out of garland, those big bows and stuff. They had tons of that stuff. Tons of it. And hardly any Christmas crafting stuff. They had tons of that, and and all the Christmas signs and things that, people get. That was it. And just a few other little things, like a little bit of candy, a few coloring books. I'm like, how weird is that? Because then another Dollar Tree that I went to, they had tons of, crafting stuff and those packages of things that you give to your kids' classes. It has like a set of 6 pencils or whatever. I know, and it's not. Like, I had one girl message me about things that I got at Dollar Tree because she couldn't find them at her store, and I was like, yeah, I sold them to her. I was like, yeah. She's like, I just really want it. It was for leatherworking, like wood carving stuff. Wood carving tools, little set of them, and she went to Dollar Tree and didn't find them, so I was like, well, I watched her video and I said, well, shoot me a message. So she did, and I sold them to her because I hadn't opened them. I had just gotten them, But yeah, you really don't know what's going to be from store to store. Wow, that's some devotion to $1 items when you retire from Dollar Tree. Yeah, you do. You don't like school days?
I like when you go to school, but I don't like when you start today.
Why?
Because
because you can't wake up in the morning? Well, we're going to have to go to bed early.
And every time I wake up, I'm still not going to be awake.
I think you can do it, girlfriend.
I think I won't be able to do it, girlfriend. I live here.
You live here? How do you know? It's so weird how dark it gets. Like, it's not even 5 o'clock yet, and it's already pretty freaking dark out.
Are you talking to someone?
Yeah, I'm doing a live stream. Did you not know that? I've just been really disgusted with my local Dollar Trees. Like, I'm thinking about maybe the next time I go to Greensboro, they have a big Dollar Tree, and it's a new building. Like, it's a newer building. Thinking about trying that one out and seeing what they have, because the other ones that are older, that are in the plazas, man, they're disgusting. The city Dollar Trees. So I figured I would try the nice fancy one. It's only been open for like 3 or 4 years now. Kim says hello. My friend Kim.
Wait, Kim? Is Kim a friend of mine?
Yeah, she's a friend of mine, so she's a friend of yours. And guess what? She said she's the one who's sending you the bodies in the mail.
Say that I said hi.
Well, she can hear you. So when you say hi, she can hear you. You can say hi to Kim, and you can say hi to Stephanie.
Wait, there's those people that you're talking to?
Yeah, those are the people that are hanging out with me.
But they're not in your shop.
Well, they're on the. I'm live on YouTube. You know how I watch people live and then I talk to them in the chat?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're talking in the chat. Kim is sending you bodies that you're gonna decorate all nice.
What did that thing say that popped up on this side?
Over here?
Yeah.
That's the chat. That's where they're talking.
Yeah, but wait, there's a chat. There's somebody said something.
Yes, Kim said hello, girls, and then Stephanie said hey, girls.
Hello. I just said hello.
I don't know where you came from. I took out chicken legs. I'm going to make them for dinner tonight. Finally took my bird out. Henry the Turk. He ought to be thawed by Thursday. Now, Kim, is it all Christmas up there now? Are you guys is the stores all loaded up with Christmas junk and just totally Christmas right to death? Yes, her little laugh is so funny. Both of them have the most hilarious laughs. Like, my kids have got great laughs. Great laughs. We were talking about Vera's little friends the other day. She's got Estelle, Darcy, and what's your friends' names, Vera? Estelle, Darcy, and what? Emeka, and what's the other one? Ruthie. Aubrey, Ruthie. She's got, these great names. Hello, Kathy. It's Kathy. You remember Kathy? Kathy sent you dolls and stuff.
No, I do not remember her, but I remember her name.
Oh, yeah.
Go
close my door, girl. It's cold.
I'm gonna be outside.
How are you feeling, girl? Oh, she's so funny. So the other day she's talking about her friends, right? And I said, oh, because a couple of them I've seen and I've met and whatever. So I'm like, oh, Darcy's real pretty, And she's like, yeah. She's like, a lot of my friends, I'm friends with them because I like how they look. And I said, well, that's not nice. She goes, well, the other ones, it's because I like how they sound. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, then, I guess. You like how they sound. I says, you should be nice to people. You should be friends with people regardless of what they look like or sound like. Right? Yeah, you sleep and then it's over. Then it's the next day and you can have another good day. Gotta figure out how much I can use of this napkin to glue the other sides of these now. Let's see. I'm gonna have to work them on there. Yeah, I can make these work. It's nice seeing you a little more online this last like month or so. So that must be nice to be, kind of engaging with the world a little more these days. I might as well just rip this because it's just going to be a real pain to try and do it. Oh, look what I did. So much for that. Try this again. Yeah, it's what you got to do sometimes. You got to kind of force yourself. Plus, them grandbabies, you got to stay energetic for them. They'll run you ragged. They're so cute, though. They are growing up so freaking much. I love seeing the pictures of them. They are growing up so much.
That other one is this one.
And they don't care about your bad days. Every day's a good day for them. Like, no, you can't have a bad day. Although I will say, last weekend, both me and Brian were really sick. And these girls were awesome about it. Because we had to miss birthday parties, and they had a Veterans Day event for the Girl Scouts. And, the Girl Scouts was involved in the Veterans Day thing they do every year. And, stuff like that. We missed all these things. And they were perfectly okay. Well, thanks, lady.
Why did you say thanks to one of your friends?
Because she shared my video, shared my stream.
What does that mean?
She shared it on Facebook so other people could come watch me. Can come watch me be messy. I really like these stars. I hope that my husband has the right drill bit because his drill bits tend to go missing all over the place. Although I have my own. I bought a set of diamond carbide tip drill bits so that I can drill through stone. And yeah, I really like them. And so I could drill through some ceramic to make flower pots out of different bowls. What are you doing?
Switching up this cook because this one's the wrong cook.
Oh. Luckily, I don't have to ask her questions. She just talks all day anyway. It just never ends. Just flaps her face all day. Right, May?
Sometimes I'm quiet.
Yeah, not much.
Right, yeah. A lot.
You have a tablet in front of your face, maybe you're quiet.
Even when we're in the car, I'm tired.
Yeah, sometimes when you're tired, yeah.
And when my belly hurts.
No, your belly hurt today and you were still flapping your face.
Sometimes when my belly hurts.
Do they ever ask you the most ridiculous questions, like when they're like, oh, have you ever eaten 2 different things at once? And I'm like, yeah. And like Lily says, did you ever do something and not know why you did it? Yeah. Yeah, just both of my girls just flapping their faces all day. Like, I remember when Lily was like 3 or 4, I'm like, she just wouldn't stop talking. From the moment her eyes open in the morning, just question after question and story after story, just nonstop. I'm like, how come nobody warned me? Nobody at all warned me that this kid wasn't going to shut up. Nobody said, hey, just so you know, when you become a mom and they learn how to talk, they ain't never going to shut up. No one gave me that warning. Don't write on anything down there.
What should I do then? I have nothing to write on. And I want to do a lot.
I don't have anything for you right now. I'm doing this. I can't really go looking for anything right now. You're just going to have to hold your britches.
How watermelon?
Oh, you'll be nice and tired by Thursday.
What is this? What is this for? What is this water on this side?
That's for my paintbrush. That's my Chinese paintbrush bowl.
I want to try to paint with the green. I want to paint with the green.
Oh yeah, the attitude's gonna kick in. Yep, I know. It's coming.
Me?
Hey, Brian.
Wait, there's a girl on your Instagram that's named Brian?
No, it's a guy came in. His name's Brian. There's other Brians in the world, you know.
Even my dad's named Brian.
Your dad's name is Brian.
How many Brians are in this world?
A million bazillion.
It's like each boy we see, Brian.
Yeah, YouTube seems to be kind of picky choosy about who they notify me about too. Like, for instance, I haven't been getting notified of Janet Nash's live streams, and granted, I know it's Mondays at 9, but Monday mornings I'm usually doing stuff, but once it tells me, then I say, oh, now I know it's 9 o'clock and Janet's on, so I'll put her on while I'm doing stuff. But nope, not lately. Hasn't been.
Use the glue on something.
Like, what, you want to glue your mouth shut?
No. What can I do to use?
Yeah, loud Italian men. That's never gonna change. It's genetic. That's genetic.
How about I put this? How about I do one this? And then I stick it to something random.
Because one thing about those Italian men is they don't change. If they're gonna flap their faces, it's gonna happen. I don't know why his teacher would complain, though. He's only a little boy. You know, it ain't like he's in high school. You're like, oh, well, he doesn't know how to be quiet. Get out of there, please.
I want to use the paint on this. That piece of cardboard I want to use the paint on.
You know, like if he's a high school kid and he can't, keep quiet when they're trying to take a test or something, but he's just a little boy.
I want to paint on this.
I can't right now, baby, okay?
With your glue out?
Oh, I might be able to fit this one on this piece. And then, I only need a spot for 2 more, and I don't think I've got room on this one napkin. Can you believe that? See, this is my life. I spend all this time trying to fit things onto small pieces of paper. Like Kim and I were talking about all the bits. Like die cutting this week. All the die cutting that I've done. I would use every single little tiny ounce of paper. Every single little bit of paper on the sheet went through my die cutting machine. And did I screw up die cuts? Yeah. Oh yeah, I screwed them right up. Don't you worry. I screwed a bunch of them up. But I used every single inch of paper. There wasn't even a little tiny dot of paper left when I was done. So my die cut negatives, they're really not a whole lot to them, because I die cut them literally to death. I'm gonna have to find room on this for 2 more. Not right now. That paintbrush got to go up to the house and be washed. I don't know what happened to it. It didn't get rinsed off when it was used with glue, I guess. Got to go soak it in some Murphy's.
Just recycle glue.
You know, I don't know what I'm going to do now about napkins because Tuesday mornings is all done around here. And now Christmas tree shop is all done. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to have to rely on Dollar Tree napkins and hope that the thrift store gets them. Although, where was I when they had some really nice napkins, and I was very surprised. I don't remember, but I know that I have seen napkins recently. I just dipped my arm in this glue, and I'm all gluey now. I'm a gluey Louie. Let's see, where can I fit? This last one is going to fit on here, come hell or high water. Yep, see, it'll just fit. My red ones should be done enough that we should be able to do the edges, and they will be ready to be drilled and ribboned. Gotta make sure I got some skinny ribbon. Yeah, it closed this summer, and I'm really upset because, first of all, I didn't get there for their, closing sales. I didn't make it there. And I come from the place where this Christmas tree started, so they've got a lot of different stuff there at those stores in Massachusetts. And they used to have like really neat snacks and all kinds of stuff, and now they're all done. So I'm really upset.
Why are you upset?
They are still in business, yes, but the nearest Tuesday morning to me is 2 hours away now. So I'm never going to go there. Although I do have somebody who has National Geographics out that way that I might go buy from them. Maybe I'll stop at Tuesday morning while I'm out there. But they are still in business, yes. I know, yeah, they closed. All the Christmas tree shops went out of business. Grab my paintbrush. Now I gotta wash it because it's all covered in dirt. Oh, are they online only? Then I haven't. I just know that was the only one open the last time I looked, which was probably a while ago. Go in and go pee for me. You can have those. Go bye. You know what really sucks is that we had a Tuesday morning here. The building was new and they closed. The building was new like within the last 3 or 4 years. And then they closed that building down. Like, what the hell are you going to do with that building now? I don't know. I don't know if they put anything in there yet. I haven't been out that way, but it's just a shame because it was a brand new building for Tuesday morning. That was the only thing in the building, It's like its own building. Nope, that one ain't ready because I just had to glue the top of it down. We'll rip these ones off. Tuesday morning, if they're online though, I'm surprised because they weren't online before when they were brick and mortar stores. They didn't have like a website you could buy things from. They just had a website that you could see their flyer. So hopefully I will, although I do find napkins a lot. I do find napkins at thrift stores, and Ollie's has napkins. Uh-oh. Child abduction in Mebane. My heart always jumps whenever there's a child abduction. It just kills me. Kills me dead. Even though most of the time it's parents fighting or whatever, it's still just scary every time. Every time I hear that little alarm, I'm sure that The news will have it on later when I watch it. Yeah, a lot of them stopped selling crafts a while ago. A lot of the Tuesday mornings. I know a lot of people were complaining.
Mom, guess what?
What?
I snuck the
Why? We're gonna have dinner.
I'm giving you a dark snack to put in here.
Oh.
And I want to paint. So bad.
Ours never had a ton of craft stuff. The one that was the new building over in Winston-Salem, they had a lot of Tim Holtz stuff for a while, and then they just stopped, and they put all the Tim Holtz stuff on clearance. So I got a ton of dies and embossing folders on clearance for like, $2 or $3 a set. That was a while ago now, but yeah, that was pretty cool when all that was on clearance. I didn't realize it was because they were getting rid of the line, but And then the one over here in Greensboro that I would go to the most because we went by there often. They didn't have a ton of craft stuff. They just a little bit. They didn't really. They were a weird store. I went there when they were closing down, and she got mad at me because my order came to $85, so I gave her $100 bill, and she got mad at me because I didn't have exact change. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're still open for another month. How are you going to do this? How are you going to stay open and not have change? So I didn't go back after that. I was like, that's the end of my shopping here. You get pissy with me about about $15 in change. I have to touch the silver up on this. I kind of sanded some of it off.
We have a silver ball.
Let's see. Is my paint still wet? Oh, it is. It is. It is. No, it's not. It's not. Is the gold? No, it's not wet at all.
A snowflake piece of paper. A giant piece of fruits. And then just light one.
That's way too much.
Then a red ball.
Try and suck it back up in the tube.
I want a blue piece, but I have it. But I can't use the liquid paint.
It ain't gonna work.
What ain't?
I put too much paint down.
What is it?
Paint. That's too much. I put too much silver, and now I'm all blotted with paint.
Why are you doing that?
Because I'm painting the edges of these stars. What did I just do with that star?
Can I use it with you?
What's your sister doing?
She's doing the things to her thing that she showed you.
Oh, okay. Scraps are just gonna get in my way.
Can I just use this with you?
I don't really have anything that you can use it on right now, baby.
I can just follow it. You can just use it.
I guess I'm gonna have to use gold. I can't find my silver one. Blop. Yeah, she got mad that it was $100 bill. I'm like, how are you gonna make it for another month?
Are you using your finger for that paint?
Yeah, just because it's on this part right here, and a paintbrush would be too big and sloppy for it. So no.
I want to paint. I'm going in the house to paint. I have to bring all the stuff that belongs in the house.
Yep.
Wait, I still want to play in the shop, but I have to go inside and paint.
I like this.
Whatever.
I like it a lot.
Bye.
Honey, we can paint, just not tonight, okay?
Well, I want to paint right now.
I can't really set you up to paint right now, but we can paint tomorrow, okay?
I'm gonna paint right now. I have stuff to paint with. Made a picture.
Try and get some paint out that isn't a booger. She is 5, Brian. She is 5, and I have a 9-year-old. My 9-year-old's in the house. That's awesome, Kathy. That is hilarious. When we were at the school doing the little Thanksgiving dinner that they put on this week, um, one of the teachers' aides like, "Oh, where's your dad?" You know, because they know he's usually there, and she goes, "He's got the man flu." She yells it out like everybody started laughing. Yeah, pretty much man flu. He's got the man flu. And Lily told everybody he has a man cold. She's like, he's got a man cold. They thought it was hilarious. I'm like, yeah, that's what he's got, man. He has got the man flu. Right to death, he's got the man flu. These ones, maybe. Ooh, I think I could do these ones. I think I could do these ones with nice silver borders. Since I have 400 gallons of silver paint out here. Picking his nose and eating it. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. See, I guess I'm not afraid that my girls would be doing that. But, you know, it would be like her to come out and say, oh, she's pooping. You know, she would have no problem at all doing that. But they're not really into picking their nose and eating it. It's not one of their hobbies. They're both like afraid of their own boogers, so I don't think that would be an enjoyable thing for them. Since like when they sneeze and boogers come out, they freak out. Or when I have them blow their nose when they're sick, they freak out by what comes out. Like they act like, you know, their nose is going through an exorcism. I'm like, chill out, man. It's just snots. Just get it out. Just show them boogers who's boss. Oh, that is sweet. That's awesome. And I'm sure she's got super interesting things to say to you every single day. I'm sure she has got all the news. Oh, my neighbor. My neighbor. Freaking weirdos. The water's broken. My kids are too skeptical to believe something like that. They're like, yeah, right, Ma. Just turn on the damn bathtub. Like, even with Santa Claus, my oldest, she's been so skeptical of Santa Claus since the start. Like, she just really doesn't like the fact that some big fat dude that she doesn't know is roaming around in her house. Like, she thinks that he's going to do something really weird. Like, she's like, oh, you know, what if he steals any of my toys? Or she just doesn't like the fact that there's some big fat dude in her house. Oh, that's nice, Stephanie. Wow. That I could see that being causing a little bit of panic. Little miscommunication there. That's hilarious. These are gonna be so awesome. Love it. I'll have to check the hymnal page ones after this because I'm sure they are dry enough. Oh, this hurts my arms after freaking tearing apart all those pallets today. Look at my artwork here from painting the stars. It's like its own little artwork. I'm excited to try Kim's trees on book pages, her fir trees. It looks like something that even I could do, which is saying something because I can't really do a whole lot of fancy painting stuff. Although I've been watching like on Instagram and stuff, I follow Andrea Nelson art. She does a lot of watercolor stuff, but the stuff she does, I can do that. I can do the stuff she does. It's very nice. It's very easy. You know, it's very beginner friendly. I know, I'm excited. I'm excited to get treeing. And I'll have to show the girls and they can make their own trees. Because one thing, like Lily gets very discouraged about drawing because, you know, she doesn't like the way something comes out. But when she gets something that she can draw, like she's been drawing these little girls lately with this, you know, big hair. And she loves to do it because she really, you know, she thinks they're good. She thinks that she did a good job. So she wants to continue to do it. And I think with the trees, it could be like that. You know, it could be, she could enjoy doing them and like her own work. So she'll want to keep doing them. And I'm excited to get the bodies. Kim sent me some bodies in the mail. She sent me some bodies for my kids. Kids are going to play with some bodies. Sometimes the finger's just the best paintbrush. I remember the first time I saw like Lori Marie Jenkins do all of those, you know, some of the stuff she does, it's like tons of finger painting. I'm like, this woman is wild. Look at her go with her fingers. Now I'm like, I totally get it. This is definitely the art tool. This is definitely the best art tool to have. I like the silver borders. I like the black too. Probably do the black on a lot of the hymnal ones. Black and probably gold. Because believe it or not, I've used up most of the silver. Woohoo! Which story, Stephanie? I know that I've told about 400 stories tonight. I haven't either. I mean, she was living in South America. Like, I don't know if that's still a thing. Is her channel still up? Could you still watch her videos? I loved her art. I loved her art. Yeah, Stephanie, sometimes it just brings you back. Brings you back to a different life. Okay, let's see. See how it goes when I tear them. No, 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 no. Don't rip. Don't rip, I say. This will have to be do next time we'll have to do these one side at a time. That did not go as planned. That did not go as swimmingly as I thought it would. Oh, it's much easier to scratch off than the napkins, though, because it's so brittle. These old hymnal pages. Yeah, it doesn't give me notifications too, and so, like sometimes it does. Sometimes like I'll watch one person's video, who I don't have the notifications turned on for, right? So I'll watch like, one or two videos to see if it's somebody that I, really like to watch. But then YouTube will tell me every time their video comes out, whether I want to know it or not. I love this with the hymnal pages. Oh yeah. Now I just gotta gently rip it so that the paper don't come off. Love it. Like, I imagine her channel is still up. Even if she's not making videos, I would hope she left her channel up. I know, like, her Facebook group is still going, but I don't think she runs it anymore. I don't think she's the big cheese over there anymore. But, man, I liked her stuff. That was stuff I could do, Not as nicely as her. I didn't have a whole lot of distress inks like she did at the time, but a lot of the stuff was stuff I could do. Definitely, she's definitely very talented though. She did lots of workshops and classes, I know, like in-person classes in California where she lived. And she would travel too to places. Oh, I love these. Love the hymnals. Love them. Yep, these will look good with a black border. we've been watching Ugly Betty on Netflix with America Ferrara. What a cute show. Just a, just a feel-good kind of show. Cute characters, Is that her channel? She's still up? She's still got it up? So she's still making videos even? Because I haven't watched her much either. Again, YouTube notifies me of what it wants to notify me of. When it wants to notify me. I love it too, because like I watch Kim, and the other day, I think it was Friday, I was notified about Kim's live about 2.5 hours after the live started. I was like, thanks, YouTubes. Thanks a whole bunch for that notification. Because it's not like I forget. I remember when people stream, but I lose track of time in the day, in the course of the day. So I need a little help from my notifications. I don't know what that is. That's like on everybody's things now, and it does. You can't see what somebody's saying. Oh, look, I gotta reglue that. No, you can't see what somebody's saying because the damn stinking heart's in the way. Well, that's a poop. I've got to glue that one. Makes me nuts too, because I'm like, what did that person? What's that sentence say? You miss out on a word or two every time. Yeah, it notifies me of people that I'm not, that I don't have notifications turned on for. Well, thanks a lot for that. That's totally awesome. I got a slot this year on the Streamathon. I'm excited. I've been trying to get on the Streamathon now for like 3 years maybe. So I'm pretty excited to be a part of the Oh, so I could turn it off? Oh, and I'd have to do it each and every time. Yeah, you can't see under the heart. Yeah. Sorry. Can't see what I'm saying. Yeah, my Emery board is like, had it. Which I really can't complain because I've had this Emery board in my craft room for like 150 years. Let's put some black on here. Another thing I don't like from YouTube either is when I schedule a stream, it automatically wants to make the orientation of the stream vertical instead of horizontal. That's a new thing that's really starting to make me nuts. Yeah, the book page, I'm really liking the book page ones. I was thinking too, I won't be able to get to it tonight, but I was thinking about doing some with dictionary pages and then putting a napkin on top of the dictionary pages. See, like this side here, a couple of the corners of the paper ripped, so just add a little bit of extra black paint. That's all. That is all. I'm loving the hymnals. This is like, yes. Yes-a-roni. I think next week, or at some point this week, maybe, I will do a live stream and we'll make some paper angels out of junk. I got really into the paper angels a few years back and I made about 50 and I gave them, everybody got a paper angel for Christmas. And a lot of my family still has their paper angel up. They still put it up on their tree. So we'll make some paper angels out of recycled bits because those are fun. I love the paper angels. I know, like these are like perfect. I'm gonna have to drill holes. I'm gonna have to drill holes tomorrow. I probably won't tomorrow because I'm not gonna be home most of the day. Tuesday maybe I'll be able to drill some holes. I'm pretty pumped. These are awesome. These are awesome. So always get the little wooden shapes whenever you see them at the Dollar Tree or wherever. Like I said, these ones came from Amazon. They were clearance after Christmas last year. So I scooped them up. Well, you're gonna have to, girl, if you're gonna be doing live sales again. I just am too tired. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna do a live today. And then when the time comes that could actually do it, I'm usually exhausted. Like I wanted to start doing it a couple nights a week, but man, I'm like pooped. Come 5, 6 o'clock, I'm toast. And I usually got a bunch of other shit to do at 5, 6. Then I have my night shift I gotta start. I miss your lives. I used to have fun at your bingo. Even though I didn't play every time, I used to enjoy it. It was like, when we all would get together. It was on bingo. Yeah, I can understand that. I would probably be self-conscious too. I mean, I know I could sit here and say, "Don't be self-conscious," but I can't say that because I would probably be the same way. Like I'm self-conscious if I try making a video or streaming when I have a cold, you know? Like even today I'm coughing a little bit still, and I feel self-conscious just about that. Yeah, the bingo was fun. I used to, it was like our Monday night hangout for all of us people who don't like to leave our house. People got really into that too, into the bingo thing. I'm almost out of black here. Might have to do some in gold. Bet you the gold will look cool with this old timey paper. But I gotta definitely wipe my finger before I switch to gold. Gold is almost dry again. Yeah, so, maybe it wouldn't hurt to make some videos and do some lives and stuff and get your speech reactivated. It looks cool with the gold on it too. These are cool. There are a lot of people doing bingo now. I mean, I don't watch any of them. I don't go to any of them because it's just, um it's, crowds of people that I don't know, so but I do see a lot of bingo. A football coma. It is that time of year. It is football coma season. I don't have to worry about that in my house. Nobody gives a shit about football. Not a single care about the football. And like I come from Massachusetts, so the Patriots, they were my team up there. Not again, I don't care about football, okay? Just reiterate that. But when you live in Massachusetts, you have to have some kind of team pride or whatever. And I guess since the Patriots are so bad this year, that even Patriots Place doesn't even want to advertise their own team anymore. I'm like, oh my God. Well, y'all, I am going to call it a night because I am 2.5 hours and I've got stuff that I got to let dry a little bit better because I think I screwed myself by taking some of the wet ones before they were dry and ripping the paper like I just did there. I'll post pictures of them all when they're done. Well, they're done. I just got to drill holes in them now. It's like there's the gold edge. That's the ones with the gold. These ones are the ones with the black. I like them both. The black is very bold, though. Very, nice looking. Here is one with silver. Then here's one of the red ones with black. I like those. Here's one of the red ones with gold. These are fun. And what a nice size, too. They're like the perfect size to do this stuff. And then like this one, where's one of the ones I screwed up, so I had to put a little more paint on it. Like this one I did on the I had to add more gold right there. Hey, April, you came just in time. I'm leaving. No, I gotta go feed my troops. I gotta go feed the troops. But watch the replay. These were pretty cool. My little wooden stars. Thank you all so much for coming and for hanging out with me and for partying with my little wooden stars. I know, aren't they cute? I'm sure you can still get them on Amazon. I'm sure they still have them on Amazon. Hey, I found the silver one that I had to do again. It was under the other ones. Guess I'll have to do it again tomorrow. I love you all. Ta-ta for now. Gotta move my paint tray because my whole table is scrappy.